What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, back from work. Survival Ascended. Alright, so last time we got a Carno and a Doed. I know it's been a minute. I've been trying to do like every other day videos. It's kind of pretty much what my goal has been, is like every other day videos and things like that. So right now, what our plan for today is actually, it's kind of twofold, really. There's two things I really want to get done. Because we have an Anki, we have a Carno, we have a Doed. I made us a launcher off screen really quickly, and I think I made in the last episode the Fabby, I think I got, as well as, what else did I get? I did some more drop hunting near the base while I was building this up and doing just research, not research, I'm sorry, just random things. So we got some pretty good gear. I'm not too super worried about some of this stuff right now. We have a good amount of metal. But to make nets, or net projectiles, we need a good amount of stuff. So what we're going to do is going to make as many as we can, because our plan today is to go find a Griffin. I want a Griffin. We got a decent pump action shotgun too, by the way. But we want to go get ourselves a Griffin. That's the big plan for today, is a Griffin and maybe snatching a wyvern egg. I know that's two completely different categories, but that might be what our plan is for today. We've got some pretty, like I said, we got some pretty good gear as we've been going. I'm actually going to do this really fast too. I've been making some more gunpowder because I'm making some shotgun shells because we do have that Ascendant shotgun on us. But my plan right now is, like I said, to get a Griffin, but we need to turn those into tranks. And we're going to start making as much gunpowder as we can, so that'll be made while we're gone. And simple bullets. Can I make, how much shotgun ammo can I make? Let's just do, I wish there was like a max amount. Not 10,000, because you clearly can't. I can make one. I can absolutely make one, because I don't have enough gunpowder. Okay, cool. Why do I have 20 polymer on me now? Did I not make my nets? Did I never make them? What? I thought I made the nets. Oh, I did. I made 5. Why do I have... Okay, I don't know why I have polymer in my pocket. I don't know where. Maybe I accidentally took it. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so that's the play. That's what we're going to do today. We're aiming to go get one of those. Also, some of our creatures have some insanely high level buffs. Is that the same Thyla that was there before? It is. We also added in the Hydravanta. Like I said prior, that is in the game. As well as the Sulfur Titan. So there's a good possibility... Almost said probability, but that's the same thing. Good possibility, probability that we could run into a Hydravanta or a Sulfur Titan. If we do happen to see a Sulfur Titan, we will probably try to tame one. We are also level 62, and we are high enough to now use the Anki, or not the Anki, I'm sorry, the RG. We are level 63. I've been doing quite a bit of leveling off screen, like I said, because I've been using these two to gather resources. And I've been using the Carno to kind of get some things done. But we need a lot more hide. So I was thinking, first things first, we need a better flyer than a PT, and the biggest flyer on this map is probably the Griffin. So let's go try to get ourselves a Peter Griffin. That's one thing we want first and foremost here. I do believe they spawn in this direction. I gotta go down and around, or I could cut across the Murder Snow. I probably could do that. I don't remember exactly where they spawn, truthfully. So this is kind of like an explorative thing for me. But we do want to go find a Griffin. So that's more than likely the play on that. And if we find anything else along the way we might tame, we might just grab it. I do only have 20 raw mutton, so I do have to be pretty careful with what I'm trying to tame, but I could also get some prime at any given point too. So there is that as well. But I was thinking a Griffin would be a really good addition to the team, having that as our flyer, and then being able to use the RG when it comes to like metal gathering, because we do have that high level RG that is back at base. But having the Griffin to be able to swoop in and just move around a lot faster is more than likely what we definitely need. So the plan right now for the series, which still hasn't changed, our plan is to finish Ragnarok. Again, we're only doing it on Gamma. I'm not going to try to do it on Alpha. I have a good amount of time for it. We have until September 30th, as of right now. But I don't know if I want to try to do September 30th, to like try to rush it to that time period. I think we're just probably going to just completely let it, like, run its course on Gamma. And just see what happens. That's a level 20 Thorny Dragon. A bunch of different RGs. I see a Tapehara right there, but I don't need a Tapehara, because we're looking for a Griffin. There's 2 Doeds. I never ended up taming that 145 Doed, by the way. I completely forgot about that because I ended up saving the video, editing it, and then saying, I'll be right back. I'm going to do that. I ended up not doing it because I worked the next day and just never went back for it. So that's actually more than likely still there. So we'll probably have to hit that up. Let's see what's in this. Trash. Good trash. Like, I'll take an Anomalocaris saddle. We could tame one of those. That definitely wouldn't be a bad little pickup. I think the Griffins spawn over this way. So the main reason why... hopefully our crossbow's sturdy enough. I didn't look at that. It's kind of low on health. The main reason why I want, like I said, the Griffin is just because of its mobility. Like, straight up, its mobility is the main aspect of it. That, and it was always something the buddies and I always used to play with and use. But I'm also thinking, now that Rag is here, this is also something that has crossed my mind, of doing a Primal Nemesis series on Rag. Since this is one of the biggest maps, and I'd be able to get the most out of it, I'm thinking of doing Primal Nemesis here. Not fully decided yet, but that's on the table. But I'm also thinking Valguero and things like that. But we also do have Lost Colony coming. The new map, The Lost City, just released, which was a created map by Snowy Train, the same person who created Forgalar and Atlantis. Both really, really high quality maps, which I have yet to cover both of them, but I will be at some point. I intend on playing them as a series. But now we gotta find ourselves a Griffin. I don't even know if I'm in the right area, truthfully. I believe I'm pretty close. There's a Surratt. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about this map. So for those of you that have a clue what I'm supposed to be looking for or where I'm supposed to be looking are probably going nuts right now, thinking, what is he doing? That's a 140 Yankee. What level's mine? Mine's a female 224. Okay. Yeah, I haven't put any levels into my creatures yet because, like I said, they are bugged. For some reason, they came out with like 84 extra levels. I even lowered down the level increase, like how much experience I get in the ball, and it still came out super high. So we don't want to go that way. I know they don't spawn that direction. I think they're more this way. But they still have 84 levels. So what I'm probably going to do is stagger it every now and again. I'll give it like 5 levels into each every now and again. Just because there's no way I should have 84 levels to put into my creature already. That's not... Something bugged, something happened, and it completely just ruined it. So I'm not doing that again. I'm not gonna let that just dominate going forward because they would be way too strong. Like I ended up doing that with this guy, or pretty close. He's got 66 levels I put into him, and after I did that, I thought about it and I was like, it's not the way you want to handle that because he's way too strong for what he is. In terms of like weight and stamina, I mean, because normal PTs are not good at all. I think they do spawn here, I do believe, so don't quote me on that, but I do believe they spawn around here. I'm not sure, though. Like I said, this is not a map I'm very familiar with in any way, shape, or form. This is like my least played map, but it's one of the ones I've played the most with the boys, if that makes sense. Like, I played it just to play it, but I never really played it. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What level are you? That's a 145. That's tempting. That is very tempting. I know my arrows are not strong enough to tame that right now. If I could find a bow, if I could find another crossbow or something, I would definitely try to get that right now because we do have enough arrows. And we have 100 and... No, we don't. We dropped our narcotics off back at base. I was going to say we have a bunch of narcotics on us, but we don't. We could also go back to base and get here really quick because we're not that far from base. I mean, we are, but we aren't. So we could make something happen. Green drop red ring. Anything good? I'll take these, take these, take these, take these. Toss the rest of them out. Alright, let's see. I do believe they were this way. Like, somewhere around here is where I believe the Griffins are. Again, I don't know, and I feel bad that I'm, like, looking around probably. You guys are probably smacking your keyboards, slamming in the comment section, saying, dude, you have no clue what you're doing. And you're probably right. I have no clue where these things are. And what we're gonna do, actually, really quickly, while I'm floating, is let's load them into there. I can't while I'm flying, can I? I'll probably have to be on the ground to do that. Alright, let me hop off here really quickly in a safe spot. Oh, I already have the net projectiles equipped to that. Alright, perfect. So we have our net projectiles. There's a raptor. A raptor wouldn't be a bad thing for us to grab since we do have a 60 armor saddle for one. But I really don't want one right yet. I know griffins can be taken down by a net gun. So that's definitely one of the reasons why I made sure we had one of these before we progressed. We're also probably going to try to get a bison here within the next episode or two. Because we have not gotten the new bison yet either. And those are actually really, really nice to have. I've seen quite a bit of gameplay with those. Alright, let's go this way. I might be out of meat here shortly. I'm down to 19 pieces. There's another Rex. I believe, yes, or 95. I think that other one, female, was a 145 female, I believe. So let's just keep going this direction towards the mountain ranges. Because I honestly have no idea where these things spawn. They're not hard to find. Once you find one, you find them all. But I just kind of got to remember where they spawn. And that's the big problem I'm going to run into. Is I feel like it's got to be through here. It's got to be in the mountain ranges. I'm also looking to see what other kind of cool creatures they added. Because we do have to get the other two type of drakelings. Because this one I think is a spring drakeling. So we need the summer and winter and fall. 2, 3? I think it's 3 types. And we also got to get that fox thing they added at some point as well. We have to at least tame one of those. So that's something that we have a couple things we could still be doing. But yeah, I do believe... Oh, yep, there we go. I was not far off. That's a 145. What are you? That's a 50. So what we're going to do is this. If I can get... Are you stuck in the ground? If you're stuck in the ground, that's kind of terrible. I gotta watch that other griffin on my other side, though. I think it's stuck in the rocks. Yeah, I absolutely believe that thing is stuck in the rocks, and I don't know if we have enough arrows to take this thing down. Let me see if I can... Oh, no, it's not. It is not stuck in the rocks at all. Yes, it is. Yes, it is completely stuck in the rocks. If I can sit right in front of this thing, I should be fine. I gotta just aim for its head. 52, how much torpor is that gonna do? I don't even have to trap it, which is kind of sad. I feel bad that I'm kind of cheating it a little bit, because it's stuck in the rock, but I'm not gonna say no to a free griffin. Especially at 145. And we have enough arrows. We should have more than enough to take this thing down. I may have to make a... I missed? I may have to make another bow, would be my only worry. If it gets close to not dying, to knocking out, I may end up just netting it in place and hope that it pulls it to the surface, because I'm not going to skip out on a 145. It's right here. There's no reason for me to skip out on this thing. That's a shoulder shot, but it'll work. We need headshots on this thing just to speed up the process drastically, because a 145 with 100% crossbow is going to take quite a bit of arrows. If I had something better, it'd be nice. I could not find a single different, like, that's not a headshot. Hello? Could not get a single better crossbow or long neck or anything. If I had a long neck, it probably would be a little faster, but cool, because that wasn't a headshot, apparently. That wasn't either. Ah, shit. That's what I was worried about. That's what I was definitely worried about. Let me see if I could circle around and... net you to the ground. Of course, you had to poop right now, dude. Really? Let me see if I can net that thing to the ground and fly my happy butt. Or I go back over here. My happy butt, my happy ass. What am I? Like 6? Hopefully that thing won't lock back on over here. If it does, I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna whistle him on passive so he doesn't actually aggro to anything. That's the only thing I gotta worry about is if that thing does come back this way. I'm trying. I don't have anything really to fight that. I could try to... Oh, I have my Carno. What am I doing? I forgot I absolutely have my Carno. If that thing comes back, I'm going to have to throw out the Carno and net it again. That's going to be my only play on that one. This thing's got such nice colors, though, too, by the way. I just realized. I did not realize this thing had such beautiful colors. It's like green and red. Like a light tealish green and red or orange. I'm colorblind, by the way, so to me that looks red. Yep, it's back. Okay. I have to fly off for a second. Alright, let me get some distance on this bad boy here real quick. Hop off, pull this out. That's fine, hit me. Hit me all you want. And I can't net it yet because it's not ready. I should have paid attention to that. See that little circle thing? Means it's not ready to be netted. Now it is. And now we're going to pull out the Carno. And let the Carno just go ham on it. We're going to have to do it this way. It's the only way we're going to be able to take this thing out quickly. That thing's torpor is still rising, which is good, which I'm glad I can still see that. Because that'd be my only worry, is that thing's torpor dropping as I'm over here fighting this. But luckily we pumped enough arrows into its face that I feel like we'll be alright. It's still going up. Perfect. Whistle them both my way. I need to put another arrow into this. We might be out of arrow, or not, might not have enough arrows. Not arrows, might not have enough bow, is what I'm getting at. I don't know why I said arrows. Can pick both of these guys up just in case. We might be close on... Might not have enough durability. It'll be a close one. It'll be a really close durability. Swear off. I might have to make a normal bow really fast. Which shouldn't be hard. I should be able to get enough stuff lying around. Yep. Okay, so what do I need for a bow? I think it's just like wood, fiber, and things like that. I do have my sickle on me, right? Sickle, 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 sickle. Okay. I wasn't expecting to have to do that. Craft one bow. Come on, come on, come on, come on. My torpor's going down on that thing. Let's go. Why is it taking me 45 minutes to make a damn bow? Where's my bow? It's not going to go up as fast torpor-wise either. I might have to make a secondary bow. Sorry I went silent there for like half a second because I was trying to figure out, I was like struggling there for a second trying to figure out what my play was. We should be able to get it down. I don't see why we wouldn't. These headshots are going to get it really close though. Only thing is I'm probably going to have to ghost mode it to try to get it. Probably fully charging the arrows would be doing more damage. Or more torpor. Instead of just quick shotting it, but I was trying to quick shot it just to hopefully get it down fast. I am so glad we didn't take that time to try to get that Rex. Because our bow would not have lasted, not at all. Because we're even pulling it close with arrows on this one. I think he's bugged. I legitimately think he's bugged right there in that rock now. So hopefully when it goes out, it'll go out right here. And it won't fall through the map or nothing. Because if it falls into the map, I'm going to have to ghost mode it. And I don't really want to have to do that. Alright, that should be enough arrows. Probably. I'll prep one more into its face. Is that enough? Let me reload my net gun while I'm waiting. That's got to be enough, right? They're right there. Alright, so you kind of... Okay, perfect. You did go out above the surface. Alright, so we lost our hide armor. Okay. So we'll let that happen. I should have a bag around here for my Carno, I do believe, right? I thought I heard a lot of noise, but let me check and see if there's a bag nearby. We're going to pull all that because we're actually going to try to repair our armor. That we can, at least. Because I kind of was not expecting that guy to come flying over that level 50. Well, with this guy tanked out right there, really, we don't have anything else we could do at this point. I don't want to try to fly around and tame another one, but we can go scout a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't fall into the mesh. Ooh! Bro, how long have you been there? I mean, it's a 25, but it's still terrifying. Oh, bison. Okay, hold on. What do we got? 135, 55, 55, and a 90. Okay, so that 135 is kind of nice. I didn't happen to check the stats on this Griffin here. I'll check it when it's done here. Let me grab this white drop as long as it's right at the top of the water, which it is. Because I could use anything extra we can get our hands on right now. I'm able to find a bow, some okay. None of this stuff is actually useful. I was hoping we'd find like an extra bow or something. Because this bow is pretty much gone already. It shouldn't take much to tame with the mutton as well, so that's going to be kind of nice. But I will bring you guys back more than likely when this thing is done taming. Because I don't know if I want to run away from it now, especially with that Karchar right there. So its stats are 28 into melee, 26 into stam, 24 into health, 20... Oh, its weight is terrible. Yeah, its weight's atrocious. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of bad. What I'm going to do here is I do see some raptors. I don't want them to come this way. So we're going to take the Carno out. I was going to bring you guys back, but we might as well fight these things while they're right here. Unless if there's a 150. If there's a 150 raptor, we'll tame it. It's 55, 60. Nope, these guys are going down. Because we need the hide anyway. We definitely could use the hide, so we'll just take these guys out. One of them dropped us a hat. One of them dropped us some armor. And yeah, see, he's got 20, like all these extra levels. So what we'll do is we'll put 12 in, but we'll level these out first. So yeah. So we'll put 6 more into this. And then 6 more into this for now. Just because I don't, like I said, I don't want to overdo it with the amount of levels I'm putting into this guy. So that went up 24%. Ah, this is not good. This is not good. He is making his way down to my guy. I may have to try to pull the aggro with the PT. He's getting close. Let me see if I can pull the aggro with this PT. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to pull him up the hill towards these bison. I don't need him going towards my guys. My Griffin. Because it's gonna take him 5 feeds. It's gonna... Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yep, come on up the hill. Whoa! You got a lot closer than I thought you were. A lot closer than I thought. Bring him uphill and have him fight. Yeah, there you go. Fight those guys. Perfect. That was what we needed. Okay. Now I feel a little less worried about that guy coming downhill now. But that's still going to take at least 5 feeds. Which hopefully won't take too long. But, alright then. With that being the case, I'll bring you guys back once that guy's done taming. Which, again, shouldn't take too long, but we'll see. Alright guys, so I have a dumb idea. A really dumb idea, but we're going to try it. We are going to try something really, really stupid right now. It's very dumb. Like, ultra dumb. Like, probably going to get me killed dumb. But we're going to try something. Because I see 2 baby Rexes here. And if I can take both of these baby Rexes and feed one of them to the Karchar, if not both of them, we could probably tame ourselves a Karch really early on, which I did not plan on at all in any way, shape, or form, but I'll never say no to an early Karch. Alright, so here's the baby Rex, one of them. Okay, so we got a baby Rex. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? There was 2. There was 2. Here's the other one. Okay, this is perfect. Hopefully the maturation rate's really low. I believe it kind of is. So what we'll have to do is tool. I need to make a multi-tool, I believe is what it is. Alright, let's pick up our Carno. Pick up our Carno. After we take all the hide out of his inventory. It's not enough hide to worry about right this second. Because if we can kill off one of the baby... Oh, yeah, we can kill off one of the babies, right? Hear me out. I understand it's level 25. Not too worried about the level. It's going to be just the fact of... We could then get a Karch. Like, super duper early on. Which would be kind of insane if we could pull this off. It was somewhere up here. Last I knew. There it is. There it is entirely. Alright, so we gotta get it so when it's not aggressive on everything. So let it fight those things. Because there's a lot of creatures in the area. We could easily use. Ah, fuck. Yep, that was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb! That was super dumb. That was super dumb. No! Back to the Karch. So I rushed it here quick. The plan is this, as follows. Throw this guy out. And we got a Dino kill. Can I drag this guy, or is it too big for me? Overweight. It is overweight for me, somehow. My weight is not a high enough level or something. Is this one adolescent? This one's juvenile? Which one? Is this one smaller? This one's smaller. Perfect, 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 perfect. It disappeared into the mesh. I need to pull this guy this way somehow. That's Rex talking. I gotta get it so when it's not aggroed on something, to then come over and eat my Rex that I have here. So I gotta pull it this way. I gotta try to pull him my way and then lead him back somehow. Our Griffin's almost done too. Okay, I know where my Rex is. I gotta get him when he's not in his angry mode to try to get this to work. It's the only way I'm gonna be able to pull this off. He's gotta be not in his rage mode. But right now he's attacking legitimately everything in the area. So it's kind of not working in my favor. Okay, he completely wiped that thing out. Yep, lock onto me. Are you aggro? Are you still angry-eyed? No, you're not. You're not angry-eyed. Okay. That didn't work at all. No, I think I need to actually hold it for it to work. Alright, that kind of failed. I tried it. I didn't have much to go off of. I tried to do a couple things. If I could have had the baby Rex and could have got him stationary, but now we know that guy's there. We also know this is a 150 Rex that we can come back for at any given point too. So that's definitely on the table. I don't know where my Drakeling is. I believe it's dead. So that kind of sucks. But let's grab our Griffin and hope it's not in the mesh. And it looks like it is partially out of the mesh, so I could be able to ball it. I can. We did end up losing the mutton, though, because that was inside there. But here's our little Griffin. Now we have our own Griffin. It came out with 36 points into health, 40 into melee, 32 into stam, and 33 into weight. So pretty subpar, to be honest. But it will work. But we will take all of these. These are nice. Because now we have gasoline for a generator, which that's what one of the things I was working on building last. Before I left the base was a generator. So, yeah. So now we know we have that guy there near Green Ob. Let's make our way back to base. But I'm actually probably going to wrap it up here. Because I got quite a bit of editing to do with all the flying I did to cut in and out. But yeah, that's going to be the play. So thank you guys for watching. I know it was a little bit of a shorter video. I just mainly wanted to get ourselves a Griffin, which we now actually have. One of the coolest looking Griffins I've ever seen. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended, which next time we may actually give a better shot on taming that Rex. And I may actually have to adjust the egg maturation prices, or baby maturing prices? Speeds, while inside the ball. But thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time.